Hey guys, it's FanofFans47 here with another hotel room tour. Today we're here at the Courtyard Boston Logan International Airport here in Boston, Massachusetts. Now, full disclosure, I'm actually not staying here. This is my mom's room. She's staying here before her flight takes off tomorrow morning. So I figured I'd just do a room tour while I'm here. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Here's the entryway here, with obviously your entry door, which is made of wood. There's your door closed right there. It is a Norton. A very reputable brand. Of course, you have your deadbolt, your E-lock, and your handle right there. And it says, "Dreaming big dreams, please do not disturb." It's the same on both sides. Here's your fire safety exit map thingamabob. And over here is a light switch that controls the entrance light, which is actually on the mirror. There it is. You can see it's pretty bright. There's the mirror itself. I do wish it was a little brighter though. But, you know, it is what it is. And down here, as you can see, is the separate vanity area. Here's the sink. Pretty good water pressure. And back here is a lever to clog the drain. As you can see. Doesn't seem to work too well, though. You can see this is kind of loose, but whatever. And over here, you got some coffee and tea amenities, you can see. And a GFCI that will go ahead and test, which works. Always nice to see. And we got some amenities over here. We have some lotion, bar soap, and a La Fresh Travel Light Makeup Remover Wipe. And there's just this bag. I don't know what this is doing here. Over here we have a face cloth and a hand towel. And over here we have some storage area, as you can see. Down here, this is just a big cubby. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see. Here is a Danby Designer mini fridge. You can see. It's very cute. And there's a light switch here that does absolutely nothing. And you got a ice container with some drinking glasses and another storage cubby up there. So yeah, and down here there's actually some more storage too. Here there's some Kleenex. This is just kind of here. It's not a drawer or anything. And over here we have some face cloths, more hand towels, and a hairdryer. And some more underneath storage here. So yeah, and right behind me is the bathroom. So I'll go ahead and take a look at that. It's got a sliding wood door. Actually, before I close, I guess I better turn the light on. There we go. And it's got this unique locking mechanism where you just push this in, and you can see this comes out. So the door, well, it's not supposed to open, but I mean, I guess it's kind of a safeguard, but it doesn't really work how it's intended to because this door just goes outward because there's no track on the floor, so this is pretty useless, but whatever. This door looks a bit beat up, too. You can see it's frosted. Over here, there's a hook. You can see the wall has this interesting texture. It reminds me of the texture that you see on the outside of a lot of facilities down south. There's a kind of texture that absorbs the cool air. We got a picture frame here. God knows what this is supposed to be. Toilet paper roll with a spare roll over here right above the trash can. Got some larger towels here for showering. There's this nice big light here. It's giving off it's giving off a pretty good amount of light. And over here is an exhaust vent that's making some sort of whirring noise. There's some air getting sucked in here. I'm assuming this is connected to some sort of exhaust RTU. And down here is the commode. It is a Kohler, 1.6 gallons per flush. And as you can tell, it is pressure assisted. You can see the floor is made out of tile, per usual in a bathroom like this. And over here is the shower bath combo. You can see you got some pink tiles here. Up here is the Speakman shower head. These are super common. And we got a arched shower curtain, which appears to be kind of loose, but not the worst I've seen. And we do have a dual layer curtain right here, as you can see. And there's the care tag. Go ahead and step in here. The tub is a decent size, you can see. Over here is the drain. You can see you just push this down and it clogs it. There's the overflow, bath faucet right there, your temperature dial, and there's this lever to switch it between tub and shower. There's another look at the shower head. It's in pretty good condition. It isn't any stream. So yeah, you can see it appears to have multiple different modes, maybe. It looks like it does. Maybe it does. Oh, I guess you control it with this. The whole head doesn't rotate like what I'm used to. There's a ADA compliant handle, soap rack right there, and you got all your shower amenities. You got your body wash, conditioner, and shampoo. And that's really it. It's a big step down from this tub. That's really it for this bathroom. There's not really much in here. It's a pretty small space. Oh, I forgot to mention there's also this floor mat here. And there's the valve for the commode. So yeah, there's that. And we'll exit through this weird door. You do have to push it outward, though. If you leave it pushed inward, it won't open. It's kind of a weird design. Another thing I forgot to mention is the stopper for the deadbolt. And there's a peephole, as you can see. There's room across the hall. Anyway, now into the main part of the room. Now, my first complaint right off the bat, and this is a common theme with a lot of hotels that I've recorded in the past, is that it's not very well lit at all. There's no like overhead light or anything. You're just completely relying on the bedside lights, this little light over here in the corner, and this desk light. That's really all the light in here. Well, actually, I guess you get this too. This is really just for the foyer. But, you know, it is what it is. So we'll just start going over the features here. You can see you got this doorway separating the foyer from the main part of the room. Up here you got all your safety stuff. Your sprinkler with the no hanging sign. Smoke alarm with a sounder base. A wheel lock remote speaker, it appears. And the thermostat for the HVAC unit, which I'll show later. And the walls got the same texture, as you can see. Over here is a nice big mirror, which is kind of useless given the lighting in here. You can see it has these foggy spots on it. I don't see any purpose behind it. I don't know if it's just to make it look cool or what. Random junction box. Over here is a nice big desk, as you can see, with my jacket. There's the office chair. It's a pretty nice one, it looks like. You got garbage down there. And you got a power and TV station. It's nice that they have the ports nice and exposed here. More outlets over here, and then there's this switch that controls these lights. I didn't even realize these were here. I guess I'll go ahead and leave those on. More picture frames. These kind of have a cool blur effect to them. And over here is a huge Samsung flat screen TV. And here's the remote that comes with it. It is a Guest Tech, another very common hotel remote. I don't know if this is a smart TV or not. It doesn't look like it is. Usually there'd be a big chip on the back if it was. But whatever. It is a TV, and it's huge. And you got some more storage space down here, as you can see. Nothing in these. Over here you got this nice big wardrobe, as you can see. Have a look at the stuff in here. Got an iron and an ironing board, a luggage rack, and a bunch of hooks, as you can see. And sometimes, yeah, right here, they do provide a laundry bag, as they do have coin-op laundry here. So yeah, there's that. It's kind of loud when it shuts, so I try to shut it gently. There's this really nice comfy chair here with this pillow, as you can see, very generously sized. And there's this ottoman here that goes with it. It's a very nice set in my opinion. I really like it. You got this cool little table here with, I guess you can use the underside of it as like a cubby or something. There's an outlet back there. You can see there's still a free one on the bottom there, which is nice. But the other one is connected to this light right here, which has two outlets on it. It's controlled by this switch. You see? And here's the window over here. It's a very big window. There's your view of Boston. If you look carefully, you can see the planes landing at Logan Airport over there if I zoom in. You can see those lights kind of moving. You can hear planes. So that's cool, I guess. Down there's a parking lot, and over there is the indoor pool. And this is a dual layer curtain. You got this privacy shield, and then over here, it's kind of hard to see. There it is. Here's your blackout curtain. Do these windows open? No, it doesn't look like they do. I can't imagine they would in such a high-rise building like this. Right below that is the newer GE Zone Line HVAC unit, as you can see. There's your thermostat control message, per usual. I'll make a separate video on this. And you can see you got your classic Courtyard wall-to-wall rug pattern where it kind of looks like petals in this grayscale format. And here's the nightstand right here in between the two beds. Got these lamps that I pointed out earlier. They are controlled independently. So you can see, and they do have outlets, which is nice. There's your standard hotel telephone, a note sheet with a pen, and there's your Timex alarm clock. And as you can see, it does have MP3 line in, so that's always nice. And down here, some more storage, with of course the Book of Mormon and the Good Book. And there's a cubby down here, as you can see. And now for the most important part of the room, the queen-size beds. You can see they look like they have a very nice presentation. Looks like the sheets and duvet have been cleaned, which is nice. The pillows are okay, a little softer than I would have liked, but I guess we'll test out the comfiness. Oh yeah, actually this is quite nice. Just the right firmness. I imagine this one's the same. Actually, this one's a little softer, but still pretty good. So yeah, thumbs up for the beds. You can see they're both attached to this wooden headboard with, again, no cushion. Hotels seem to be phasing out the cushion on headboards. I wonder if it's cost-cutting to take them out. I'll have to do some research on that. But that's pretty much it for the room. There is another sprinkler up here, by the way. It says not to hang anything on it. But yeah, all in all, I think this is a perfectly adequate room for a 1 or maybe even 2 night stay. It's got all the amenities you need. It's got all the essentials. I don't really see anything wrong with this place. I mean, other than this sketchy bathroom door, but that's pretty minor. Oh, I forgot to mention there's another outlet down here. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little room tour. Thank you very much for watching, and that is it.